Okay, so I left you with my thoughts here. Once I've got all those thoughts, I'm going to start to organise them. And I just did this very simply with colour coordinating it, saying turquoise would be maybe introduction, the body is the yellow bits, and a conclusion would be the pink bits. So that's the way that I separated them up. So I've got some ideas for the introduction, some ideas for the main body which would go there, and something that might fit into the final conclusion. And I've also noted that I've got a couple of positive points to stick in there so that I can recognise what arguments might be used against me before I knock them down. And that leads me straight into working on my introduction then, based on what I've said. So this is my rough idea for an introduction. I know that it's a letter, so I'm going to set it out properly. I don't want them to think I'm an idiot, that I don't know how to write a letter, so I'm setting it out. I put my address, I chuck a date in there. I put the address of the person it's going to, the Minister for Transport, and I address him, Dear Minister, formally. My introduction starts, some days ago, I went shopping in the centre of Kingston. I was looking forward to an enjoyable day of looking around the shops and experiencing the historic town centre. Unfortunately, the whole experience was spoilt for me by the dirty, smelly and dangerous cars which blocked up all the roads throughout the town centre. I feel that it is now time for you to consider banning all cars from all town centres, and I would like to explain to you my reasons for supporting this move. So, I've introduced it, I've kept formal, I've put some information about me, sort of. I've given a little idea, a little story about me looking forward to a day of shopping, which, if anybody knows me, is an absolute lie, because I wouldn't look forward to a day of shopping. But anyway, I've told them roughly what my feelings are, and I've led into the main part of my argument, which I'm now going to develop with my main points. So let's have a look what I did next. I started by separating them into nice paragraphs so it's well organised. And I'll start off with firstly. Firstly, cars should be banned because they pollute the atmosphere. Imagine how much polluting emissions are sent into the air by each car, then multiply that by the thousands of cars which clog our town centres every day. This pollution is extremely harmful to people with asthma and breathing problems. It also causes harm to young children. Banning cars in town centres would reduce the concentration of pollution and give our environment a chance to recover. So that's a good first paragraph, because I start off with a topic sentence. I talk about the fact that cars should be banned because they're polluting. Then I develop that idea by talking about what happens to it, who it could harm, and so I develop that idea quite thoroughly in that paragraph, and I've dealt with that pollution bit there. Is next. I go on to the next one, and I'm going to talk about the danger. So I've gone pollution, now I'm talking about physical immediate danger. Cars also represent a more immediate danger to pedestrians and cyclists. That's my topic sentence to introduce it. In a collision between one of these and a car, the pedestrian or cyclist is always going to come off worse. 25% of road deaths occur in town centres as a direct result of collisions between cars and pedestrians. In addition, a large amount of police time and effort is taken up in investigating accidents and enforcing traffic laws. By stopping cars from being in town centres, many deaths and injuries would be avoided and police time could be used more productively. So I've put that danger idea forward and I've developed it. And that's the end of my second little chunk.